Hi, welcome back to the channel. This one is about the 5 biggest mistakes that people make when building ponds. Let's start from the basics, from the very beginning. First things first, location. Where shall I put my pond? Well, one of the things you really got to be considering is location in the garden. Is it too shady? Is it too bright? Is it in a place where I can't get to very easily? Animals popping over, all sorts of weird and wonderful things that can go wrong if you get your location wrong. Being too close to a tree, leaves will just drop and fill your pond, which will be a maintenance nightmare. So just be mindful where you're going to locate that pond. Number 2, making your pond deep enough. A shallow pond gives you quite a few problems. It heats up too quickly, it freezes too quickly. Fish don't like being in an environment where they can be eaten very quickly. So depth is an issue. Really look into how deep you want your pond. Number 3, forgetting to make the edges level. I've actually fallen short for that, and I've actually made ponds where it's been sort of 3 or 4 inches out on each end, which really annoyed me. If you get to the point where you can level, you can actually use your liner to its benefit. You can hide it a lot easier. The water levels look more natural. They can come up to the edge and you can cover them nicely with some decorative rocks or plants. Which brings us nicely to number 4, mentioning marginal plants. Make sure that if you're doing a natural pond, is that you create some levels for you to be able to actually put some plants on and put some marginals just below the water line. So you need some ledges for you to be able to do that. So think about that when you're planning your pond. And 5th, and by no means last, think about how you're going to maintain it. Make sure you've got enough electricity. Make sure you have filtration if that's what you want to do. Make sure you have the right access to get to it when you need to get to it. And you've got the right equipment to be able to maintain your pond moving forward. So we've just talked about building a natural pond and what the 5 biggest mistakes were for doing that. We're now going to talk about the 5 biggest mistakes of building a koi pond. Number 1, planning. Not enough time goes into actually planning what you actually want. A lot of research goes into it sometimes, and all the stuff that you can find on the internet can bamboozle you to the point of craziness. One of the things you can do, and we're really proud of, is being able to advise and give you the best advice on how to build a pond if you wanted to get to that stage. Number 2 is about size. It's always about size. Depending on how many fish you are going to keep, you have to make sure that you think 5 years ahead. What is your pond gonna look like in 5 years' time? Therefore, take the opportunity now while you're creating that hole in the back garden to be able to do that little extra more digging for peace of mind, because believe me, every koi keeper that I've met wants a bigger pond quickly. Number 3, and this is probably one of the most important mistakes people make. They underfiltrate their ponds. Filtration is a really important part of keeping koi and a really important part of the ecosystem of the water that we keep within the pond. So my advice to you would be to overfiltrate. You can't overfiltrate, but make sure you have more filtration than you need, because you'll thank me for it in the end. We've banged on about the next one for weeks. So number 4 is making sure you have enough filtration. It's aeration. No, number 4.
You did filter.
I know, but that's number 3.
Okay, so number 4 is
So number 4 is, no, number 4 is aeration.
Oh, so what are we doing now?
Aeration.
Okay, let's do it then.
We've banged on about it over the last few weeks, especially with the weather being what it is right now. Really hot, really muggy. Fish have been suffering. So number 4 is aeration. Make sure, absolutely make sure, that there's enough aeration in the water to get you, and I'm going to be a bit technical now, over the 7 milligram per litre that you need within your pond ecosystem so that your fish can breathe happily. Number 5, it's almost one of those, I'm going to reiterate the planning, and part of the planning is to understand that you're going to have to maintain your pond moving forward. One of the biggest mistakes that people make is the fact that they love the idea of having a pond but don't realize how much maintenance goes into planning a pond. Now, whether it's cleaning the filters, whether it's maintaining the fish, making sure they're doing water tests, making sure that the environment is right for the fish, it is so important. Maintenance. You're going to be needed. So in summation, most of what I've spoken about today, as I've actually gone through myself, so it all comes from quite a bit of personal experience. So what I would urge you to do is, if you've got any questions, feel free to give us a shout at DH Water Garden or Red Sun Koi, and we'll be more than happy to help you through the process of you building your pond. So we do have a WhatsApp community group, a Red Sun Koi community group, and I will put the QR code just up here for you to join whenever you wish. No question is a silly question, and we will respond to you as soon as we can. We have pond builders, electricians, we have people in your situation that are currently making ponds and making some really kind of interesting and serious decisions. We're there to help, we're there to supply, we're there to support. Give us a shout, and I look forward to seeing you soon.